Hello, umatika mdakabawo inzulu ngokwayo, Umrhabulo podcast. Ipurpose le show bethunana kunisusa from point A to point B bethunana by giving you strategies from ebantwini bethunana who are executing. Ichief itipana, it is the doing that changes izinto. Into eza kuset down akukufuna ukuye town. Kukuye town kuza kwenza ufikelele town. Namhlanje ndihleli nenzulu yami useBheki tata kunjani?
No ndiyabulela tata mandivu ibala lapha nami into kubana ndikwazi uzurhabula ndikhabulisa abazalwane
so abazalwane
hayi abazalwane ikomfa le preaching ngumi abazalwane
yeah Bheki first of all tata ngosimani ngokwenza ixesha yazi ixesha ngu life tata time is not money bethunana time is life ixesha ulifaka apha Bheki sozuphinde ulifumane tata so thank you so much for taking a break from running in business yakho uzotrap so abantwana abangamaziyo uBheki ngubani uBheki
abantu bangamaziyo uBheki ngumfo waseGugulethu 31 years old. I run a company called Mindtricks.
First of all, why are you comfortable in age yakho? Like like age yakho ijula zezi. Why are you comfortable? Why are you comfortable? Zakuya kuqhubekeke but like yeah.
I won't lie. I mean, na 31. I don't see anything wrong about that. So I mean, yeah.
So what is your attitude, Nancy, towards age? What's your attitude? Like,
yo, tata ngathi ndi neutral man akhondo not against anything. I'm not for anything. It's just the age.
Yeah. It means nothing.
Age is one thing, but your life experience is a different thing. You could be 50. You could be now 30, but life experience yethu zihlukene ngendlela engapha and experience zami versus zakho might be different.
Sure.
So it's not really about age, it's about your life experiences and your journey.
All right, okay. That was us introduced. So now I needed to jump in because we chule age yakho like abanye abantu like we've got different like attitudes towards nantsika ile age. Abanye abantu xa fika age ethile umuntu akafuna chazi age yakhe. Wasikele kuyo ke Bheki, wasikele kuyo ke.
I'm from eGugulethu and as umuntu mina nje I love peace, silence, I love ukucinga, I love coming up with ideas. Ndingumuntu othanda uqala izinto. I'm not really good or keen on running things. I love starting them and then ndidlule ndoqala enye ndikhumbula ndisemtsha Danting samandungomane esikolweni.
Sure.
That was a startup. I loved that. I enjoyed that. But ekamini kwexesha ayuthengisa amandungomane awuyindawo. Ndaqala ukuthengisa ifruit neveg and I opened up a fruit and veg store and that was nice. Ndovula
when was that? Wawuna ngaphi ngo?
I think around 16 and 17 besengithengisa fruit and veg eGugulethu. But istolo esi1 was not enough, so I started another one and then after a while I realized ayizundisa kule ndawo ndifuna kuyo. Started up something else, so ndiyathanda uqala izinto.
Okay.
So apart from that mna undifumana entabeni. Ndizifunda incwadi, undifumana nje nice peace quiet places and azi kukho into nje ngentaba endiyithandayo nginokucacisela man. Ufumane nje ezinye superpowers okanye nos
so thetha ke nos later on
iboost
so thetha ke nos later on besithetha ke nos before we record. All right, okay, so that was the beginning of uBheki. So you started nansikeni eGugulethu at 16 selling inansika fruit and veg and in fact uqale ngepeanuts graduated to fruit and veg and stuff. Like what are you doing at the moment?
At the moment, the Rana company is Mindtricks Media. It's a digital agency, and what we do is strat plans for companies. We come up with campaigns. We do your digital marketing. We build websites. We build video content, and we do a brand.
Sure.
Brand strategy and coming up with your visuals for Windows in Jalo. Day-to-day life is basically managing abantu and managing new talent, managing clients, and so forth. So
Sure. All right. Okay. That. So unfortunately, dwell a lot on what you are doing and stuff. I want us to see from Paikalin.
Okay.
I want us to talk about the journey. So focus kakhulu on the mindset. Abantu abaninzi phana I like us to qalona because I'm dealing with how much 2000. You understand? I'm 15, 16, 17 and it's sitting entrepreneur like kanti phuma apha ngosibheka phakalanga. I've got the sessions nabo. Ndifuna ba understand bangaba like this like the principles of starting. So ndifuna siqale phakalanda uthi wena you like peace and quiet. Like how did you get to that point growing up elokishini enengxolo Bheki? Like uthi uzamu meditate fumanise kuthi igqom like how did you get to that level of uthi uyayithanda ipiece yethu ukhulele endaweni? So I want us to dig deep.
Now, my introduction to Peace and Silence was around the age of 14, 15.
Yeah.
Bendinga copy kahle man with the pressures and the peer pressures and abantu nezinto. Life was just too fast for my personality.
Sure.
So I feel that the personality resonates with the silence and peace and silence. Yabona. So I think ukhula kwami there was just too much happening esikolweni, too much happening in my life, which anzungena kakhulu. and bekunzima nyani uresonate nabanye abantwana. I mean, I remember ukhula kwami bendithi xa ndiyodlala kuthiwa yho nangu Bheki ngena endlini. So at some point it was not into ebendifuna ukuyenza, but life threw me that way.
Xa kuthiwa ngena endlini because
nazi hayi wrong sudlala nale uzomoshakala.
Yeah.
So I think it became into okubana, you know what, ndikhangela a sense of calm, a sense of ndindoni, a sense of kwenzeka ntoni ebomini bami. And remember ngenye imini ndikhala esikolweni ndingekho right, and kwakho into nje vele yathi hey khawukhuye phaa entabeni. And I remember uqala kwami endabeni kwangekho sizathu. It just felt right. It just felt in me uba umamela khawukhuhamba uye phaa phezulu man ujonge uba kwenzeka ntoni. And ndandifunda eCambridge College. Ndaphuma eClermont ndakhwela iteksi ngemali yami yogoduka ndabheka etawuni. And I just walked up the mountain. Andindawo andikhangeli into andijanga akho nto ndiyoyenza. But you know what resonated with me ngala mini, ndabuya ndiziva ingathi I'm a little bit more powerful, I'm a little bit more understanding of what I want to do with my life. Because bingathi nje inkanyamba man, ubona xa ingathi inkanyamba ubomi qona yey andazi ndiyaphi, andazi ndivelaphi, andazi kwenzeka ntoni. But after elo suku I found something eyandenza nje ingqondo yami yafeeling ngathi yazi ntoni kusekhaya apha man. And that's when I started understanding ingqondo yami. I understood uba ndifuna uthini, ndifuna uyaphi. But I only could understand that when there was silence. I only could understand uba yazi ntoni ndisenkanyambeni ngoku. But you know what, indlela yami yokuphuma yile nale. But I could only get to that point from the time ndihleli endabeni. And after elo suku I've never stopped going endabeni. I've never kind of not made time to be alone and just sit in silence and just reflect and think and think of a way forward. Because there was just power in that. I think eyona nje into yokugqibela eyandikhumbuza ehlahlala indikhumbuza suku ilanga litshonile imali okhwela ugoduka ndiyityile.
So uhamba wedwa?
Ndihamba ndodwa unesikolo. Ndihamba ndodwa uqala kwami I was 15 and ndisentabeni and anaye imali ogoduka ke ngoku. So ndiyabala sayithini le nto. And the funny thing is njengoba ndihleli andiyazi ndabona amatye, ubonela amatye omeditator eyoga kubekho linye qha ke ngosuke elokishini amatye atena ndisusela amatye xa ndisithi ngaphansi nazi 20 rand. Man imayithi ingathi yayithetha namba mamela naku kweni yonke into ifuna yenza i-provide. And I think ever since then I've always been umuntu that goes to the mountain, but into funny you'll never catch me in hiking groups okanye abantu abahamba benyuka intaba. Uyabona ndodwa okanye wena uyabuhayika negroup yakho ugcina kuhlelisa
unekhontshe zakho lapha yale. Okay. So kula sine gathering earlier this year you took about siphuma phana it was 11 abantu like bathusi like when they want to go xa nifikayo kwalanga ndikuthi packs ke uthatha abantu basentabeni na never buya ngo2. No, I got to a point where by ngoku, I mean, if ndiqale uhamba intaba na 15 ngoku, I mean, it's 15 years later. I can walk in the mountain ebumnyameni and I kind of know where I'm going. And I kind of figure out from ubona iroom yakho uyayazi man. Awufaka nala headlight
awufaka headlight awulight itorch uthini iroom yakho uyayazi kamera yakho uyayazi uba apha ndizawudibana nebhedi okay apha funeke isibani it's like xa ucime isibani ucime isibani ungene ebhedini uyayazi uba okay apha kukuhita apho kukundothile awusinide zasibani.
Sure. So Bex, I want us to talk about inansi perspective yakho now that ke ngoku ufumene lo mrhabulo phaya nansi entabeni yanasena there was le nantsika lento yenzekayo yelanseni in terms of spirit sakho, like what was your outlook now of ilokishi apho suka khona? I mean, because uhlala eGugulethu and then uye nansikeni ufunde nansikeni lento
Cambridge College.
Cambridge. Xa ubuyile nansikeni, so I just want us to talk about the perspective yakho now looking at ilokishi.
I think ne obuya kwami endabeni, I felt different ngokwengqondo.
Okay.
I felt like I just gave my mind a bit of a recharge.
Sure.
You charge your phone, charge your battery.
Yeah.
I kind of knew that yazi ntoni nazi into ezirongo, nazi izinto ezinisokolisayo and ndizokwenza lena ngoku. And I think one of my first ideas ukuba yazi ntoni ndifuna ubheka pha kumfundisi uXhaphile.
Yeah.
La ndoda le engathi inganceda kule ngxakini kuyo. And I remember NY7 Chelsea.
Yes.
And I remember writing a letter saying kuye yazi ntoni ndifuna ukwenza into ethile ngobomi bami, ndifuna ukuthi.
So by the way wawukhonza ngela xesha? Wawungakhonzi. Okay.
So I write a letter, send it to the guy, and he reads the letter phambi kwami, and he's like, okay, khabugoduka kusebusuku ngoku. The next day he replies, andibanise nomfo kuthiwa Kevin Wingi. He's from the US. And I'm really excited. So the funny story about Lendo that I'm about to share is that he's an American on a flat SC Point, and ulife almost election and mthandi kahle so ngqondo yazi noni zawucela pha kule meko manje bayindibolekela flat enhlala SC Point. And the funny thing is waza and akazange aze nemali okanye izitixo ze flat yakhe, but instead one particular ipen nephepha ipen nencwadi.
Sure.
And I was exposed to journaling. So now I've just been exposed to indab. Now I'm exposed to journaling.
Wow.
And journaling just simply changed my life completely, because into anifundisa yona is you are the captain of your own ship.
Yes, sis.
Apia khona kukuwe.
Yes, sis.
I-road yokuba uzobheka ngaphi, the rider of your ship is in your mind. And basically into asaqala ngayo is that wathe left manibhale zonke izinto zizingxaki nezinto ezinhluphayo nezinto ezingambi right. Ayike yazi mosiguda pha kulo mama makanamali nikhulele lokishini utatamu bhala zonke into esinathi ngalono yathi la ngokheli wena Bheki uthi uphi apha
Awukho kwilist awusifakanga?
Hawu mina njani ngoku?
Urhaxile.
Njani ngalokho buthe manibhala ingxaki zami nazi ingxaki zami ngoku njani uthi nami ndiyingxaki.
Yes, sis.
And inoyicacisa kumi nokubana nguwe kaloku ophethe yonke lento. Nguwe umuntu o allowa umuntu akutreat ngendlela ethile, nguwe umuntu o allowa izinto zenzeke kuwe ngendlela ethile. If awuzifuni wena change.
Sure.
And kulapho nahawuzela inhloko ngqonda akona lo 5000 nje bandilungiselele
nidibane inyembezi uzosula nge-10 block nezinyembezi umqala wami umile nje uyalalela.
But you know what was powerful about that? I learned how to creatively solve my own problems and not really rely on omnye umuntu. Yeah, and I was giving me the guideline and the principle, but not solving the problems for me.
Wow. Why singandoni, like what was his profession?
Kevin at the time was the CEO of an organization called Open Arms in America. Right, and the outreach here in South Africa was to come in and help South Africans with igrosali and umama badala and into ezinjalo. So ilana ndandifumana isifani.
So lo muntu akayo guru akayo coach akayinoni ngumuntu nje, like I just wanted to yeah.
Because ke mina ke nani isiqala nokubana hale ngokheli man, like umzekelo a couple of times ndanimkhapha. There was a time uqala kwami uinteract no Kevin was that ebesenzi outreach the Open Arms up in South Africa. So khole mini yo kanfonele Bheki uphi hani khona lapha endlini kandlala kokini.
Sure.
Hayi lapha endlini. Okay uzokuthatha nesihambi siyokwenza ezinye izinto for i-jails one. Nyansi sihambi siye kwa Elite eRhighlands ele ngokheli athe ngigrosale 1 million.
Yo.
Uyani nokwenza ukhatha namhlanje. Because ngesihamba soyithuna xa ibhatala senzezweni khona.
Yimi so ndifuna indlela wenzakala ngayo wena used to igrosali yamalini ngenyaka.
Hey,
I'm not talking about emini.
Hey, nansencinci la xesha.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah,
but that was a significant difference.
Ewe tata no kwakho truck ende le ithutha into ze construction ngamaqamba nyukile tata zirice zinyama sana ka county fair. But the funny thing about the story is that Kevin akazange anike imali. Wathi I've got something bigger for wena.
Wow.
Ubona ngiyo xa uqumbile uqonda hayibo.
Yeah.
1 million akone piece.
Yes.
And wathi no zonika umakhulu akhe igrosal but wena ngizokuphathela something bigger.
Yeah.
And what was bigger to him, and at the time I understand what was bigger to Kevin was a pen and a journal. And that was my first time where I was actually exposed to moleskin journals, and I've been buying moleskin journals. Boom, bam. Like some people say, like ituru lepe, cheap. I was like, no. And I've just been on that, and I think what was powerful is that it left sapalazongi like right sapalazongi possible solutions to the problems.
Okay.
And ever since then, I always look at where I am, what are the challenges, what are the possible solutions, one by one, man and sense. Tick, one by one, tick. And that just changed my philosophy and how I see life. Instead of ndilindele umntu ozonika a hand out, I myself create my own destiny.
Sure.
So that was the change in my life, whereby I understood that ndimu captain, ndimu qhuba le boat, apho siyakhona ndim ozoyidrayiva.
Wow. Sure. Wow, are you still in contact with Unansika with the guy ngoko?
Yeah. I just sent Kevin an email now of another proposal I want to sort out. So siyancokola, I'm flying up to US, so I'm gonna meet him as well when I'm in the US.
Wow.
But we are every 3 or 4 years in South Africa, and we talk over Skype, we talk over email. So yeah, I've kept the relationship. That was a significant relationship.
Sure. Okay. So swile bheki story sase Jails one. So uthi wadibana noNansika no yeah.
Ndadibana nomfundisi wandibanisa no Kevin, and that was the start of a new journey.
Okay.
And I think I was exposed to izindo. So I think abantu need to be exposed to things that are not what they know of.
Okay.
Because that was the spinnable mean by Amna, that I was exposed to new ideas and new things. Like as umzekelo, ndandibuza Kevin, ba uhlala njani South Africa for inyanga ezithu athi no, I'm on a sabbatical.
Yes.
15, 16 like mama mbase leave you look 2 days. When you leave 2 months.
Usebenza nini imali uyenza nini?
In 10 like leave 2 months, and he's like, no, it's called a sabbatical.
Wow.
So I'm exposed to new ideas. Now I've got to Google what a sabbatical is.
Yeah, because what is that? You understand?
A sabbatical is like an executive leave.
Okay.
Executive position. I don't think unfortunately or sebenza the smaller groundwork or uyakwazi study sabbatical, but executives can take sabbatical leaves. Our executive, your managerial, manager into ethile okanye your director of into ethile or your board member of into ethile, uyakwazi uthatha leave 2 months, 3 months, 4 months use leave uphinde ubuye. Because aba bantu bayakwazi udelegate all of their tasks to other people. But xa upakisha shelf paka shoprite udelegate abantu. I understand. So I was exposed to those things, but like I want to go back to the story. I was exposed to new ideas and new ways of thinking. Nzawuya kulando ndithi exposure ibalekile. Because as umntana ndikhule mna ndisazi abantu balapha engqini yami. So xa undibuza ba ngubani role model yakho, budwanki. Ba role model yakho awulungela making engalo yi1 qhuba BM and yayibalekisa nyenyane mamela jonga yakho nojiki kona yakho nobetha amachichichi. That's all my mind could think of. But when I was exposed to CEOs and I was exposed to like directors of companies, I was like, so i director yenza ntoni, i CEO yenza ntoni, and that's where I was like, but maybe nam ndingabe i CEO nam ndingayi direct, and that's what led to me becoming a CEO at a very young age, because I was exposed to CEOs and how they live and how their lifestyles are at a very early age. So what's important as well for abantu abakhulayo is to expose themselves to different things, different ways of thinking, because it's we just like isbili of each other. Apa elokshini. What you see is what you are in the mirror.
Yes.
What you're exposed to is what you want to become. And if you're not exposed to anything else other than drugs, immaturity, chichichi, that's all you ever want to be, because that's all you know.
Wow.
So I got to know things which were not within my surroundings at a very young age, and I wanted to become ezozindo, and that's what attracted me to la life.
Wow. And it was because of a decision A1 of reaching out to Nansika to Umfundisi.
That was one decision.
Let's talk about the power of a decision, Bex. Let's talk about the power of Nansika of how powerful is a decision, because there's a challenge in the face. Like I figured coach ndifuna uqala ilento like I need imali to start a business. I'm like, so have you started a business? Hayi. I'm like, we need ndoni imali. Uzayithini imali? So for me, I strongly believe that before you can acquire anything uyifunayo, iqala with a decision. We understand. So I want you to share your perspective, you understand, on the power and Nansika decision.
Yo, Tata, Siteta, that's really close to my heart, right?
Yeah.
I company is called Mindtricks.
Sure.
There's a reason behind Mindtricks, right? The mind is where it all starts.
Yeah, man.
I believe that iqala apha engqondweni ba ngoku ndifuna ukwenza into ethile, but kunideka some level of conviction kuwe.
Sure.
Into yokubana ndifuna kangakanani lento ndiyifunayo.
Yeah.
I was at a point ebomini at the time whereby I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I was sick and tired of not having anything, and I took the decision ba mamela ngokuzotshintsha ubomi bami.
Sure.
So by lento phanda ufuna uba
So step soqala uqala wadikwa le portion okuyo.
no ndandi-right kakhulu.
Yeah.
I'd reached a point whereby, you know what, ndonele, and I need to change.
Yeah.
And now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'd gotten to a point whereby I'm at rock bottom, and like if you hit rock bottom, akusekho kwehla ngokutata.
Yeah.
You can't get any further than this. Like, I'd just come back from juvenile detention. I'd slit my wrist a couple of times, and like, hey, and if it that, like, you know what, I'm making a decision to change. And the power of decision and the mind, and making sure that you've got that level of conviction.
Yeah.
Noting that.
Yeah.
Not if ever there's just plan A.
Yes, sis.
As now plan B, and that's what I've done with Mindtricks. It's just plan A, and change bombamu, I'll change. Like it or not, I'll change. And decision is powerful because it gives the universe a message. And if you keep knocking against Indo, eventually the universe will help. That's what I firmly believe. Because there's power in making the decision in your mind. You make the decision in your mind.
So then you make a decision in your mind and then you put it down. What's the power of putting it down, Bheki? Why writing it down? Like abantu, like, yeah, must get deep because there's a reason why we bhala phansi. Why not take the noise into something?
You can't think in your mind.
Sure.
Because that's ingqondo yakho nengqondo yam is like a filing cabinet.
Sure.
A filing cabinet, if you're is a filing cabinet,
yeah.
There's a lot of folders in filing cabinet. Now, if ucinga ngengqondo ihlala engqondweni iya kwenye is a folder, but you need to understand that ingqondo yakho is a filing cabinet. Ine files ezininzi and ziyalibaleka because awufayilishi most ABCDs zifayilishiwe nje automatically engqondweni yakho.
Yeah.
And if you don't write it down and put it somewhere where you're going to remember it constantly, you'll have a new idea. Then you'll have that new idea and another new idea and another new idea. I've got people that have early ideas. Hey, Bheki, I've got this brilliant idea. I'm like, good.
Yeah. Sure.
And they never come back. And that's where I realized I can sift between umdo serious no serious. Serious I pal.
Sure.
Because you pali bega tongeni and we kumbula, and your mind just obviously starts saying we ifuna nyani lo mntu lento.
Yes, sis.
Versus umntu othi sengqondweni ingqondo yakho's got too many things. The universe can't keep up with what you're thinking.
Yeah, like every day we process 35,000 thoughts. Every day.
Yeah, I understand.
1 million pieces of information a second. Like on NLP, a second, like, so if you don't file in Nansika like your ideas and stuff, and then there's one thing that I've learned that has really changed the boom bam. Every year before the year starts, I make a plan as to what I want to do, what I want to achieve, kubani that I want to meet, where do I want to go, what person do I want to be, how much money do I want to have, what salary do I want to earn. And then I sit back, I write them down, every single day. Highlight and a pen, I reward myself. Let's talk about that, Bex.
And kukbala. Now, I made a decision, I wrote it down, and I live my life each day in line with what I said I'm going to do. I'm not saying you're a robot, but most of your time is spent looking at those goals, looking at those things you want. So like the Z-chapped person I want to become, what I want to do, how much money I want to have, who I want to hang out with, how I'm going to get there.
Sure.
Now, I kind of know different facets of Ubumbam, on a day-to-day basis, Diamanin highlight, and as Unyaga, I'm a highlight upon their chap. Bheki uqumbele ntoni hayi goals zami antende izitikisha hayi Bheki maninzi into zokwenza ebomini but you become so obsessed about your goals like some people say like Bheki uqumbele ntoni no I've only ticked like 3 goals kulo nyaka it's like I'm not Bheki shina sambi
you spoke about the reward system Bheki. Let's talk about that, the reward system, because I also do that. I reward myself. I don't just go and spoil myself ngakhange ndi win. Let's talk about that, the power of a reward. Like why, first of all, why reward?
Because it's addictive.
Yeah.
It's addictive. Yeah. It's addictive. It's addictive. It's addictive. It's addictive. Like I swear, it's addictive.
Yeah.
It's so addictive that ube addicted to winning.
Yeah. And
now, if winning, your mood changes. You want to win constantly. Now, sometimes I win outside. Sometimes I win my own personal things.
Sure.
And I reward myself alone because I'm doing something that most people don't do. There's only a small percentage of people that design their life. And that's very important to me. You either live a life that you get,
yes,
or you live a life you designed.
Wow.
I choose to live a life I designed. When I say you design your own life, I mean, you're not going to write the whole year bit for bit, but and now my life design starts from 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2019. And a lot of people say that but he's got a lucky break.
Yeah.
But no one ever asks each year.
Yeah.
I was at a seminar and I took out 2012 stuff and the kids were like, but and I'm like, yeah, because I designed them. Some of them also but it builds up and builds up the momentum.
Yeah.
Masiego snowball effect. The snowball effect is you start small and you roll up snow rolling down a hill, and as that snowball rolls down, it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and powerful. And that's what life is. You start small and you just keep rolling on those acts and those habits and those things, and then it becomes a bigger thing. And up until today, you could say my life's a miracle, Okanye is special or anything. It's just a snowball effect. It's a snowball effect. People see me as this big guy and big guru and all of that, but it's not anything like that. It's the snowball effect. It's just that the ice is big. So you police a roll.
Yep.
But but you don't keep in mind that the decisions I made, the process I've gone through, the mindset, the making a pure set decision that I'm going to do this and rewarding myself for everything that I've achieved for myself, by myself. Let's face it, chap. No one's out here to help.
Yeah.
Steve Biko said it very powerfully that black man, you're on your own. And that's what I always tell myself. Black man, you're on your own, Dad. Yes, you'll find help along the way from 1 or 2 people, but generally no one's going to help.
If you finish up biceps, you push up senza ngokwakho.
Tata uzokwazi ucela umuntu akwenzela uthi mamela ngisebhizi ngoku. Khakhabu nenzela nje man 10 reps phande ndiyabuya ngoku.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I want us also to talk about the challenges. I mean, just because you are living an intentional life, it doesn't mean that your life will be smooth. So let's talk about the challenges, understand, of living an intentional life, and also and just imagine if you didn't have your goals. Like inantsika weight lena yenantsika load buzayityatha kanjani now. Like what are the challenges of living an intentional life? Because ndifuna into endifuna uyitsho abantu bangamamela abantu Bheki uthemba ndibene goals, then abhale goals then nigqibe like hayi Bheki like uthenge snowball effect, then I want us to keep it real and stuff, because as you know they come at Natsika with a price.
I always say start small.
Yeah.
To Buele Paglando, start small.
Yeah.
I mean, and so Zegelisa Gakona, Umaintrix is a big company with clients across the world, but Ikale Kamarin, in the community one, in the client one. I did that, asked myself, can I make it bigger? Yes, I can, and then I made it bigger. But I started small. So people need to start small. Palala kolyak, uyenze nje, unopoki wayo, double check, but izabanjani na lendo diyaithanda. And then if uyayithanda then qhubekeka. If ayithanda then khawuphi ngiqale qale nikhangele enye. Now I go to challenges. Challenges zininzi ba.
Yeah.
You find challenges ezingapha kokuqonda. But I think eyona nto that stands out kumu is that your goals pull you.
Yeah, if not again,
Your goals will pull you even out of the hardest times. Oqonda mamela akho comeback, akho return, but i-goals zakho zinento okutsala.
Yeah.
And uthi xa uhleli ungayenzi lento ngenxa ubutyhafile because of i-challenges uqumbe wena.
Yeah.
Kuqumba wena, uqumbele ntoni? Uqumbele into yokuba awuzenze izinto ubufuna uzenza.
Sure.
Awuzachieve because it becomes addictive.
Yeah.
And it's a nice addiction. I mean, some people are addicted to TV.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to making goals happen. I'm addicted to making my life different.
Addiction.
Yeah, addiction.
Addiction.
It just depends, but
addicted to what?
must he change? It depends in Dogbana. Is the addiction something you chose to be addicted to, or is a product client making you addicted to whatever they want you to be addicted to? Society has you addicted to TV. It wasn't a conscious decision. It's just because of Kule Bugali TV, now Bugali TV.
Yeah.
But let's dissect Londo.
Yes.
Ungaze uvuke ekuseni uyohlala ubukele umuntu ophethe ipeki nefosholo ubeke ikhemche uthi ngibukela ababantu. Ababantu bayasebenza, benza umsebenzi wabo to fulfill their dreams. Wena uhlala phambi kwabo ubabukele, but since it's a TV you feel it's good. But it's the same thing as uhamba ufika uhlale ku fish and chip store ufika ubukela abantu besenza ifish imini yonke. People are wasting their lives watching other people achieve their dreams and do their life stories and build their brands. Bona bengenzi into. That's the first thing that I changed. I need to kind of look at my time and say, Mamela, ndiyaphi. Xa ndibukela uzalo no generations no istingo nendaba no rhythm city, that's approximately what, 4 or 5 hours after work. Times that by 5 days a week, times that by 12 months, times that by 18 years. I've just wasted probably 9 years of my life watching abantu building their dreams. So you've got to make those active decisions and saying, Lennon Zayenza, ingaba after 5-10 years, izawubin begepi. And I think those were the early days for him. And then going back to challenges, uyakwazi uxa une challenge uphinde ucinge in terms of long term, if I do this, okanye if I give up, after 5 years, how will I feel? But if I try again, where will I be in 5 years? And most of the time, after 5 years, if you think 5-10 years, long term, uyakwazi uziconsola uthi male challenge itek masambi tat. Masambi tat.
Yeah. Looking at where you are going. Yeah.
One of the latest challenges that I've never really spoken about was ufike maindrix kurojwe into yonke. And I mean, it's taken me 10 years to build the company, and I come in and kurochi where everything's gone.
And this is IoT equipment that cheap, Len.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I honestly thought into yalapha ku March, April, klonyak. And I'm thinking,
thanks for sharing Londo Lepe. Because abantu yazi was stronger. Thanks a lot for sharing Londo Lepe. Because abantu bakungafani ba this thing ilula. Like ndithanda nangendlela like uyibeka ngakhona because awuthethe nge-challenges awungeni inzulu but uthetha about how powerful i-plan is. Because challenges, it is what it is and stuff, but now when you have a plan, uyayiqonda uvela ube nensini la nsini ndithanda uba nayo abantu siyela nsini isuke laphi na abayazi. Yeah. So this year fika kuthathwe everything. Now I've got big clients, I've got work to do, I've got things to achieve, but now I don't have ezinto ndi-achieve ngazo. Wow.
And number one, insurance is not coming to the party. Number two, deadlines imile, so if akwazi uyenza wena so hamba siye komnye mose next door siyoyenza kwenye indawo. And the funny thing is I did not cry, I did not become angry. I was the most calmest person ever. And I said to staff, no man, yes non, relaxani, celani hlale phansi sizoba ne-strat meeting. And everyone's like, strat meeting sandoni ngobheki because akho equipment was pelile or matrix pelile.
Yes,
and I was like, no, you need to calm down and relax and understand that this is just another setback and there's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And we came up with strat plans when uzofonela ubani, when uzoti. After that was done, go home, take leave for 2 days.
Sorry, Bheki. I think when Apex, this like I'm loving the power of the words that you choose. There's an NLP. Words are very powerful. It was a setback.
It was a setback.
Sure.
Asfanga.
Yes.
We're alive. We've got work to do. We just don't have equipment to do the work. So that's just the setback. Kumu, it was a setback. Kumu, it was the end of a company.
So it's about meaning that you attach to izinto. Change meaning, you change everything. I always say that. So you are saying the same thing. So when you looked at it from a different perspective, but when we attaching meaning as a empowerish, not as a good disempower.
Yeah.
Sure.
We came up with a plan, came up with a strategy, and guess what? Insurance didn't pay, no one helped, but now the company's back to where it was.
Wow.
It's less than 3-4 months.
Wow.
But once again, on the left of the page, we wrote down the problem, we wrote down where we were, we wrote down Mamela. Kupandle. We don't have machines, but we've got this account, this account, this account, this account, we've got this project, this project, this project, this translates to this amount of money. Now let's find a solution. So it went back to what? If filing cabinet, basically said, we're not in trouble. Remember, you were in trouble way back. Kevin never gave you money. He gave you a book and a pen. Wow. And that's what I did to the company, and that's what I did to the staff. Relax, sure. Nothing is gone wrong.
Sure.
So right.
Yeah.
Took a pen and a pad, and that was the new era.
Wow. I want us to dig deep into the person that you are, because normally because so ngifuna understand mangaba like intoni yagcina abantu. So I want us to dig intoni uyenzayo yabangela abantu bangabana bathi ncapha kuwe kusenzeka lento enzeka manje ufune betyile bags when ubhizi ngoku you about to you may lose clients and stuff yet abantu bathi ncapha kuwe. So wenza kanjani?
You've got to have iphupha, and then you've got to have a vision, a clear vision. Now vision yamna ileno nibuyela kulando ye silence. I have a clear vision of where I want to go, where I want to be, how I'm going to get there. Ibhaliwe phansi somewhere. Now people actually can pick up low energy. If ungumntu ohamba nje ungazazi buyaphi, abantu abalandeli because bayabona ba lo notogilo akazazi buyaphi.
So even if bantu can feel it.
They can feel it because awuzazi.
Yes.
Anything like that hits you in the face, uyapenika, uyakhala, una idea buzothini. People can't believe in you because you don't believe in yourself. The power of the story is that I believed in myself. I believed that I could change this. I believed that it was a setback. And when I believe in J, I believed it firmly. It wasn't like I believed in J and Wunwin. I honestly believed that it was just a setback. Sizoba right?
Yes.
And that's what I portrayed, and that's what people understood. And guess what? I went back to the company's annual vision. The day the company lost everything, I told people what we are set to plan, what we set to achieve for Lonyak.
Bangathi pilot back. Ibona plane ngathi nansi fika sakaziphi zipholile like nakayiwayo. Ladies and gentlemen, we are definitely going down. Ubonile zipholile ukuba ukuthi to watch nansi ka xa ngifika phaya endlini emfuleni like ngibukele ichipana ndathanda ubukeleza nansi ka eza that documentary nansi ka ye plane nansi ka ye plane.
Yeah.
Like xa umanyele eza messages zokugqibela eza guys come.
Relax.
Ladies and we are definitely going down. You don't come like a pilot. We are like we are going nose down up. Yet you, wow.
Decision.
Yes.
Believe in it. Have a vision, and then sell that vision to other people. They'll buy in because bayayaz, but we happy. Bayayaz, when so the power in that decision making and the mind being in the right space, writing things down, and actually having a plan is the perfect foundation for anyone to change Ubumbab.
Yes.
I mean, we were going down, but the change happened by writing a plan, selling the vision to abanye abantu, getting their buy-in, and everyone came to work after 2 days. But everyone came. Bazotin. They believed in what I sold to them. Couple months down the line, everyone has a computer, everyone's back to normal.
So that's what is powerful. It's not what we see.
It's all part of your mind.
It's here.
How well have you engineered ingqondo yakho to think? How well have you actually understood the power of ingqondo yakho?
Wow.
And most of the time, Timbingosi mna ndiye ndithi le filing cabinet at back, we've got two minds. Le filing cabinet at back sometimes pulls out e-files ezinitayo.
Okay, yeah, so Bex uthetha nge-filing cabinet data apha. So besithi eyona nto powerful ingqondo, it's not what, because yonke le nto ilapha isukela from up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's power, tata, ngendlela engummangaliso. Because if your mind is stable and your mind is at a stable point, uyakwazi ukwenza noba yintoni. Into ebangela abantu bangakwazi ufunctiona kakuhle in society is that ingqondo zabo zixinene zizinto ezingancediyo. If ungafaka ingqondo yakho uyixinanise nezinto ezipowerful eziza kunceda, then you can achieve a lot of things. But like people can't achieve, I can't say that abantu abazo high achievers, but abantu abayenza into because ingqondo yabo ixinene. Ufika emsebenzini uxinwe zi-deadline, uphuma emsebenzini uxinwe ngu-WhatsApp, uxinwe ngu-Facebook, uxinwe ngu-Instagram, uxinwe ngu-generations, uxinwe ngu-uzalo, uxinwe zindaba, uxinwe yi-washing, uxinwe ila yakho ingakuphenduli, uxinwe yi-cherry yakho, uxinwe ingqondo yakho. But if you can free your mind, and that's the power of my life, that my mind is always free. My mind is constantly just free and open. And if you can just clear a filing cabinet, yakubethwe ngumoya nje uyakwazi ucinga. Asikwazi ucinga ngoku because ujonga i-status somnye, urhalele laa nto ayenzayo, ujonge i-status somnye, ucinge, hey, I want uyenze njani, you're commenting on everyone. My Facebook never actually really has conversational chats.
Like uyeke yonke le nto yenza uphendulana nabantu.
And that if you look, I always say that if ufuna utshintsha ubomi bakho, look at what you're doing now, translate that in 5-10 years and ask yourself, izawube ikubeke phi?
Yes.
So uphendulana nam nobani Facebook for like 3-4 hours a day, where you've got 24 hours a day, iza kubeka phi after 5-10 years? You'll just be a master guru of being distracted.
Yeah.
When you live life or distracted, but if you live an intentional, well-set life, like I've got time limit for being on social media. I've got time limit for uhlala ngcokole nomuntu othile. Kwabani engihlala nabo nje 10-20 minutes, bekho abani engihlala nabo constantly because bayandaka. Bekho abani engahlali nabo. Bheki uphi?
Yeah.
Sesibhad. Hlele endlini cha phela ilanga.
No, that's why I appreciate it. I know indlela ostinje ngayo ngexesha. You no, I know stinje ngayo ngexesha and yeah, no, and I've learned a lot to go like, because when I used to say andinaxesha wona Bheki. I realized bangabana. And then I listened to Tony Robbins. I said to Tony Robbins, if you don't make Inansika 20 minutes for yourself, you don't have a life. And then apinde ndafunde Inansika quote ethi, if you can't find an hour to meditate, then you need 10 hours. For me, I understand like that. If you get too much to a point by, you don't have an hour in meditation, then I'm like, what is it? And yes, I'm realizing but I'm more effective. How do you do it? Like, how do you run a center? How to do podcast songs and stuff? I'm like, I spend it sharpening my ex. I spend it sharpening in and I understand and meeting with Usetro taught me in terms of like I spend literally 15 minutes. You understand that this like go on the lapper my updates ziyazidasika phaya so ndibuyela kulando yabantu you understand meeting abantu abane information enongayaziyo and stuff, meeting you, knowing the importance of inner solitude, meeting osetro by abantu abaza kunceda ungene ku social media kamatika ucinga umatika soloke phaka na matika wenza umrhabulo na go I wish God akazi schedule isi comments ne likes so that's kind of funny like pakum and then na adjust nampana ufumane reply exactly yeah, so but my point is really the power of lamcinano bekunyanisile umcinano that umcinano.
We need a free mind. We need a free mind. And just to go back, filing cabinet, I think that the viewers should look at your mind as a big filing cabinet. All of your experiences, all of the things you smell, all of the things you feel, as long as you have filing share subconsciously in your mind. And if you are filing or allowing izindo ezingakusinda out to be filed in your mind, then your filing cabinet is
yes.
And that's what happens to abantu abaninzi. Filing cabinets are dirty because they allow anything to come into their mind and they consume anything. So the first step to changing one's life is you need to be the one that decides what you're going to consume. Now, if you decide what you consume, if filing cabinet yakho igcwele resources ezisebenzela wena.
You.
So if filing cabinet yami igcwele.
But izinto zisebenzela bani?
Zisebenzela mina zonke izinto ezifayilishwe kwi-filing cabinet yami zisebenzela mina.
You.
Now, your subconscious mind will pull out a response for any situation based on files ezilapha kule cabinet.
Even naku fight or flight situation.
It's fight or flight.
Itsala phana. No washo kwi crisis itsala phayana.
It's not automated. Your mind just simply goes back and says, oh, wake walap.
Yeah, boom.
Now if ubufailisha udot, oh, wake walap, phinde kunika omnye udot, yaphinde yakhabula kula dot. But if you basically decide, you know what, I'm going to consume le, I'm not going to consume le, so consumer le, I'm not going to consume le, and then i-filing cabinet yakho igcwele izinto ezizawusebenzela wena. Ndizawuzekelisa. I was sitting in Tanzania reading a book ngo Elon Musk. I learned that Elon Musk was in a divorce. I learned why faka imali gqit kula company yakhe until he ran out of money. He had to sell his house. He got divorced. He lost his car. Everything was going down. To a point that imali yakhe yokugqibela wayisebenzisa iplana ke company esibelieve kuyo akabi namali eshekileyo waya ku Larry Page, the guy that owns Google ocela indawo yohlala ku Larry Page. Larry Page wamboleka isofa walala esofeni for umjida, and the following month it got worse. He didn't have the money to pay staff, but he had that same vision yokuba mamela siyaphangelana namhlanje i-deadline imithile intoni uyenzile but akanayo imali yokubhatala phela kwenyanga. But he does not portray that. Ophela kwenyanga, the book says on the last day you paid umjita wayifuna uzixhoma edikiwe engazazi buzothini, because imagine you've got people building rockets and spacecrafts
and
awunayo imali yokubhatala
abapay sender abantu abana packs
awunayo imali yokubhatala 24 namhlanje kuthiwa he was despondent and like he was giving up. But in 25 a miracle happened. He got a contract from the US government and it was a couple of billions. That last day esi story sibuyela kwinto kubana I was in a similar situation. And I was like thinking, yo, I Bex, but I remained calm.
Because the filing cabinet, there's a story. It
was not me that was responding, Alandela, but my mind simply said, oh, wait. And it pulled out a cabinet. And my response was the exact same response that Elon Musk did in the situation. Not that I'm that person, but the filing cabinet, in I file, yomdu oluzindo yonke. Now, we need to file izinto kahle bazalwane.
Because in time of a crisis,
when the crisis happened,
filing cabinet yakho bags.
Everything.
Your conscious mind, uclever bakho buphuma out like you filing cabinet.
Filing cabinet. Oh, crisis. Akanamali imali yaphela. Oh, divorce. Oh, Elon Musk. And that was power to me.
Wow.
The file that was pulled out gave me inspiration because I kind of said, if Elon Musk did it, then I'm Zawiens. And guess what? I did have the money to pay the staff. I did have enough resources to get through. And I became the next Elon Musk.
Wow.
Because the filing cabinet pulled it out.
Wow. And also like the point of like in funny highlight Taliban, for you to remain calm. Vision. Because nangona i-computers ingekho, but ingqondo ne-computers khona. Because once we be in a vision, lo uyibonayo, because when uyawuhaxa khona inzulameni ilindile phana, we don't see with our eyes, we see through our eyes and stuff. And if we can use our eyes to look at izinto, I'm telling you life yethu ungatshintsha. Thina we look through our eyes. Bensitsho phana I hope usayibukela le video into ebengifuna ukucacisela yona phana yoba ngabana like umuntu uyanjonga automatic omnyama. Matika yakho mnyama. The reason I was saying matika mnyama is because you are looking at me through your eyes. Because this is black.
Yeah.
So the day in realize a lot of Bex bangaban like we don't look with our eyes, we look through our eyes. Really, what I see doesn't matter. That's why like from like I because the thing is I lendo ezinto so mamela if utumatika mnyama yet tumatika mnyama zaziphe ezinye izinto Bex osijongayo uconclude izinto esibheke ecaleni ngazo. If uzawujonga ujonga umlungu uthi umlungu umhlophe, no, i-shirt yesikolweni emhlophe, that's white. That person is not. So zininzi izinto esizijongayo siconclude engqondweni zethu and programming sithi zino. Imagine maziziphi ezinye izinto ezinantsikayo. So really we need to go back to enantsikeni, understand that. Look with our eyes, not through our eyes. Until look with our eyes, I'm saying look with our minds. Because when I'm in a situation ngoko wafika izinto zingekho phana, you never looked through your eyes. Because if you had looked through your eyes also bona abantu bapenika upenika wena kuqala, but you looked with your eyes. Yeah. Bex kasivalayo tata, what is your philosophy life in? No, because we sitete about thina philosophy zakho nyapha. Like I wanted to talk about wena ungekho apha Bex ngala mini okugqibela siphayana ngenantsekile nto kwi-memorial service yakho ufuna sithini ngawe?
So in my last day, which funny enough is written somewhere in my journal, I've actually got my journal has the last day for some weird reason, but
even though because I will feel when
times. Yeah. No, like I think your life becomes what if you understand your life to that point, then you pila.
Yeah, man.
Man. So I think I got to that point where I realized that I want to die, and emncwabeni wami kuphakama umuntu esithi ngokufunda iposts zaka Bheki on Facebook ndandifumana umoya.
Okay.
I was becoming inspired. There were days where I did not feel like going on, but by just going through these profile, I was finding power in the messages.
Yeah,
so the inspiration is one arm of what I want people to speak about. I want Umdu to stand up at my funeral and say that ngokudibana kwami nalomfo indlela yakhe yokucinga and his philosophies and way of living inspired me to change my life. Ndifuna kubekho umfana ozophakama ozothi ndiphume etrongweni, and I really thought I couldn't do anything with my life. But by reading Bheki's story and how he's changed his life and being in this situation, I found power. So I'd love to have people speak about inspiration and speak about the power of how I simply lived life and how they fed off that energy and were able to transform and change their own lives.
Yeah. Wow. Bex, thanks a lot, Tata, man. I appreciate you, Tata. Like, I always, every time now, I like to, because I'm not fascinated by Ezinos Bononga Band. You understand, like a company that you have. I'm so fascinated by the person that you are. You understand that your habits. You understand that the process. So, I'm blown away by Nansika, by process, and today singene deep, you understand, so I hope abantu, you understand, like, I perspective yabo towards success is change after bemamele Umrhabulo, because perception your success started twisted. That's why we don't become successful, because see, we've got this idea that is twisted, like success is a process. You understand, marathon, I saw sprint. And like you need to Bruce Ford so ungacinga Usain Bolt when it comes to inansika success. Ithatha ixesha lento lena. Is like inansika like comrades already ngoku comrades next year mara seniqalile utrainer for comrades. And abantu ngalameni bavuka eTV babukele eTV bathi yo iprocess umuntu umbukele phana seqalile ngotrainer for comrades. And yet abantu bona bazayibukela ngalamini ngenatse nge-16 kaJune next year. Yeah. So it's like bajonga la hlobo bajonga the event in 16 June. Yo comrades. No, it starts
the prep.
Go the prep. Uyana no ilanga limile kubanda kunetha yonke lonto le. So thanks a lot that for sharing inansika history sakho and also for being naked. You understand, because as much as bangabana si inspire abantu Bex ukho abantu abamameleyo bajonga i-weaknesses zethu baziqhawula imiqala. You understand? But bensitsho ku set up last week nithi we shouldn't stop. You understand, doing what's right just because so ika abantu bambalo, because bambalo yazi Bex, yeah bambalo, yeah the birds, yeah, let's focus on planting as a sitsengo sakhulu.